The amateur raiding party commences this weekend. Make sure you don't miss the epic tournament between 23 groups of semi-elitists as they battle for dominance in the PvE raiding scene. Each guild vying for a slice of a 60,000 gold prize pool. Here are your contenders. Unit Sacramentum. Unit have a roleplay name, and they are not afraid to use it to its full terrifying potential. And if you've seen certain screenshots, you know how scary certain types of roleplay can be. 17 elitists. XVII have mastered the art of fitting 17 players into a single raid squad, allowing them to run more Deadeyes than we could have ever imagined. What they didn't master was fitting on the original team listing for this tournament, but fortunately, that is not a requisite for winning the event. Dig in even deeper. Inspired by digging a hole, DP are breaking out the shovels to continue SVC's legacy. Or will they? Perhaps DP have dug so deep that they have got to the point where wiping instantly defeats the boss. Pragmatic raiding. PR don't care about clean runs, they don't care about clown fiestas. All they care about is getting the job done no matter the cost. If it comes to it, they will DDoS the opposition. Come to us, we got cookies. Keks are not even a raid guild, they are in fact a cooking guild. The delicious scent and flavor of their baked goods guarantee victory, as anyone opposing them will either be driven to distraction or forced to indulge themselves. Mystic builds. Salt may have a tendency to feed and feed hard, but the power of meme magic flows through their veins, and that is not something to be taken lightly. Chaos and tranquility. Notice the serenity of the lion in the guild emblem of Cat. They choose to disregard chaos in favor of perfect tranquility and execution for the upcoming battle. Some of their members have been poised in the same position as their emblem for years, waiting for this moment. Scions of Undying Light. The Scions take Undying to a whole new level. To join their guild, you must have 0 deaths across your entire account, and even one results in a G-kick. They have never wiped even once in raids. It is said that on occasion, they prefer to humiliate bosses by out-healing every mechanic and letting the boss fall to retaliation damage. Ultimately raise. You are going to use the corpses of their fallen enemies to ultimately raise themselves to a glorious victory in the amateur raiding party. I know this because they already paid me to rig the entire thing. Dungeon Ducks. I don't even know why Meta is named this way, but what I do know is that Meta leader Diaxon squats over 1 million pounds while covered in oil. If he can't carry any Guild Wars 2 raid team to a free win, then I don't know what can. Minstrel's Waypoint. C Major are breaking out the flutes for this one. In the event of a catastrophic hard feeding frenzy, they will simply charm their adversary like the Pied Pipers they are, and watch them dance helplessly into mechanics, leaving the Minstrel's Waypoint to collect their free gold. Do not worry. BRB have an apt name. Appearing as a harmless beaver, one would never assume the terror that will be unleashed when incurring their wrath. They leave none alive. I've even heard they kill every single trash mob in Ara. Inglorious Derbs. Nobody knows who they are, but that might be about to change. Described as a sleeper guild, Derp has brought on a band of the elite, including Rank 55's Misha, to dominate the competition. The Crossroads. The denizens of the inn are no stranger to training, and as such, the Crossroads Inn Training Guild will be prepared with 100% DPS uptime in any and all encounters in the game. Collapse. CLL can sell raids, but can they sell a tournament to themselves? Will they set themselves apart from the rest of the EU selling guilds, or will they become a massive meme and disband? Tune in to find out. Mage is as mysterious as what their guild name and tag are in reference to. Scent are an unknown quantity coming into the ARP, and as we all know, the deadliest donger is the unknown. Oh my gosh, virtual squirrels. VS have dwelled in the deepest, darkest dungeons for a long time now. However, when they found out that I would be willing to convert their prizes into walnuts only, the ARP was an opportunity they could not resist. Dark Side Raiders. Possibly the edgiest guild in the ARP, GG are putting on their trench coats, donning their dark sunglasses, and dyeing all of their armor and mounts jet black for maximum DPS. The Vault Wranglers. Vault wrangling is a difficult trade, mostly because vaults are typically very large, very heavy, and surprisingly sparse interior. As a result of only hunting and trying to kill vaults, TVW have the dankest rotations, and now seek their fortunes in raiding esports. Sell your soul. Contrary to popular belief, Soul do not have a pact with Satan. What they do have is a guild emblem that doesn't correctly show in the API, and the will to steal the souls of everyone in the tournament. The other guilds had better hope they lose early, because I'll happily trade Chak egg sacks in exchange for handing over their essence to Soul. Quantum Supremacy. QS are a big uncertainty, literally. They've told me that even if they don't win in this version of reality, in another, they actually do. So I still have to send them prizes. Now I'm free. A dedicated Wing 4 role-playing guild, Soul refuse to raid unless it involves the Bastion of the Penitent. They know every line of dialogue and the text of every note. Their goal is to eventually be so good at Wing 4 that Soul survives so they can recruit him to their cause and usher in a new age of the White Mantle. It is said Soul's leader is known as the Feed Lord, because when fighting Demos, Demos doesn't eat the hands. He does. And last but not least, we wipe on Escort. Honesty is the best policy, and WE are big believers in that. They have never even beaten Escort. In fact, they have only gotten past the Mushroom Cave and Initial Mines once in their entire gaming careers. Fortunately for them, Escort is the only boss they wipe on. Every other encounter falls before them effortlessly. As long as Wing 3 doesn't rear its head, we wipe on Escort are set to free farm the tournament. Those are your guilds for the amateur raiding party. The Qualifier is coming up this weekend, and you're not going to want to miss any of the action. Get ready to find out who has got what it takes to make it to the round of 8. The amateur raiding party begins on the 11th of November at 5 PM GMT. Prepare yourselves to witness history in the making.